So I decided to become full-time nomad. How's that for fucking social distancing, Cuomo? I'm in Illinois again. Just as locked down as ever. But it's not stopping motherfuckers from going maskless, including employees, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, I wear masks to protect the employees because I am virtuous. Half the employees aren't fucking wearing them either, and the ones that are pulling them off their nose or letting them hang around their fucking neck. Because it does get old wearing a mask for fucking 8 hours a day, I'd imagine. A lot of the other customers I've been to, they just don't wear them. You know, they figure they're going to be exposed to each other anyway. So it took me, you know, I had time to think in Wisconsin, because I had a full day of sitting. They did send me a load trying to send me east, and I was like, nope, I need to go west. I'm going to be late getting to South Dakota like I like. But in the meantime, I don't even know how this wind's coming through. I'm actually using my lapel mic this time. But in the meantime, they gave me a load to southern Illinois, which is better than sitting in Wisconsin. So I took it. It's going to bring me a little further away from my goal, but not as far away as going eastward. Southeast even. So, unfortunately, I got here to pick up the load, and the motherfucker doesn't pick up till midnight. That's great. So I decided to come out here to the middle of fucking nowhere. Just going on, I want to start doing these little like hikes to explore areas around where I'm allowed to stop. At least until such time as there's like Uber and that kind of shit where I can get a little further away. But I need to get out, get some exercise. I was cooped up in the truck all day yesterday, and you know, that's just not fucking healthy. So the cooler is not going to be a long-term solution. It's pretty much to get me to the point where I can get a nomadic. I've been doing some research. And as I did research, I kind of got inspired to go full nomadic. Some of you might be like, well, what the hell's that? Basically, being full nomadic means living full-time in a vehicle. I should have brought a jacket. It's getting chilly. Oh, wow. I might catch the COVID just from not properly bracing myself against the weather. Is that how the immune system works? I don't know. I better go ask Dr. Fauci. He'll know what to do. He's got all of us ready to do the right thing. You know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching because fucking I'm tired of feeling like I don't have control of my life. And I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people are in this boat with me as far as being locked down, being out of work, and for some people. But for me, I'm kind of just doing, I need to take back control of an aspect of my life. You know, I need to feel like I'm in charge of something. So when I was researching refrigerators and power issues, I came across some things that a lot of nomads do. Nomadic fanatic, cheap RV living, all the people I followed over the years for vehicle dwelling. And I realized I'm pretty much 90% of the way there, you know? And so basically, I realize it's going to get a little loud because I'm near the road. So I realize I'm most of the way there in terms of lifestyle. I just need to get some refinements done. One of the other things to consider is I'm tired of Cuomo's shit. And I'm tired of some of the attitudes of my fellow New Yorkers. I'm starting to feel like I don't fit in there anymore. I do have some great friends, and you know, for those of you watching, you know, this is not something personal. This is something I need to do, I think, to retain my sanity. One would argue I've already fucking went fucking nuts as it is. It's so loud here. I was hoping to get in a nice quiet area, hopefully soon. But I'm in an industrial area, so not so much. See if I can cross this street without dying. Watch my fat jiggle. Yeah. So, while I was researching, it turns out a lot of nomads call the very place I'm going home. In, you know, quotations and shit. Because there's a lot of benefits to being a South Dakota state resident that I've neglected over the years, and I really should have done it sooner. You know, all I have to do is go there, set up shop, and there's ways of doing it. I'll leave you guys to search out how to do it. But there's no state tax. There's no vehicle inspection. Insurance rates are probably 50% lower than New York for vehicles. So even though I can't do it for another month or so, it is now a goal, something I'm working toward. The reason I can't do it yet is I got some documents I gotta get back in New York before I can register a vehicle and get my license transferred over. So, but in the meantime, I get to go there and see for sure if that's what I want to do. But even if I don't like it there, which I think I'm gonna, because I used to live there and I kind of know what it used to be like. But in case it went to shit over the years, it's still a good idea for any nomad who does not have a specific physical domicile to themselves to go there, just for the cost savings of it. You know, it costs a little bit to get established, but that'll pay itself off in the long run, just in the not having to pay Cuomo, you know. Now, for you friends of mine in New York, that doesn't mean you'll never see me, because I will still visit. And Mom, if you're watching, I'll still be visiting. It's not a thing, you know. It's just a question of what it says on my license. Really not much else is changing. I still am going to take time off all over the place. I'm still going to wander. I'm still going to explore. Kind of like I am today, even though Illinois fucking blows right now. Reason I'm walking this way is I saw on the satellite map there's a river with a road next to it. Although it's getting chilly enough, the fucking sun doesn't come out from behind that cloud, that I might want to fucking turn around soon. But I'm doing like a 3-mile hike right now alongside the road. Hopefully I don't fucking die. I'm trying best I can to adapt and overcome to this bullshit. I can't change what's going on in New York. I can't change any hearts and minds of people who are tribalized right now into believing that the lockdown is the right thing to do. You know, all I can do, and all you can do really, if you're also opposed to the lockdown, is make it harder to lock you down. And that's exactly what I did when I jumped in a truck. And if you've ever followed the Nomad community, RV life, van life, you know, truck life, Prius life, you know, all the fucking lives out there that are wanderers living in vehicles, you'll see one common thread: freedom. Freedom from bills, no rent, no utilities, just vehicle expenses and groceries and food, you know. It's not cheap living. There's ways to do it very cheaply. But at the end of the day, travel can be a bit pricey, which is where trucking comes in. So my game plan. Oh, I ate Subway today. It was a bad idea. So my game plan is basically become a South Dakota resident, which will require a trip to South Dakota. Move my vehicle to a place near South Dakota. I want to be vague about that. I don't want anyone to know where my vehicle sits, so that I can have a home base out in the middle of the country. So if I want to go to the West Coast and explore, I can take my time off near South Dakota, hop in my Prius, which will be set up ready to go for camping and vehicle dwelling, and drive wherever the fuck I want with the Prius. Also, depending on the season, I might go west, go south, go, you know, depending on the weather. Obviously, I don't want to hang out in South Dakota in the winter because it sucks in the winter. We are approaching the road that I'm supposed to turn on. I've already figured out some things that are going to allow me to do this. I'm going to get a Yeti 1000 solar system. It's expensive as fuck, but it has a 1500 watt true sine wave inverter built into it. As in, I can plug in all the shit, refrigerator, fucking all of that, and it's a separate system, and I can recharge it in 3 different ways. I can either recharge it with a solar panel, which takes a while. I can recharge it by plugging it into my vehicle, whether it's the truck while I'm driving or running it, or whether it's the Prius while I'm running it. And that'll give me refrigeration, which the Dometic's 12 volt anyway, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'll be able to plug it into this thing as well as any vehicle I'm in. I'll be able to cook, I'll be able to make my coffee. All the things I can do right now in a vehicle. And as far as being on the truck, I can do everything. I can even use the bathroom on the truck. So the only thing I can't really do that I'm going to work on is shower. I really want to get to a point where I can boondock for like days at a time. We're talking like 4 or 5 days at a time. You know, where I'm self-sufficient. I don't need to be tethered to anything. I got my own power. I got my own water, or able to get water. You know, these are all things I want to do, and I want to get out, and I want to camp a lot. I want to travel. And because of the lockdowns, I don't necessarily get to do all of those things in every state, particularly New York. So far from what I've heard, but I haven't verified independently, is campsites mostly are not allowing camping in New York, or in a lot of other states for that matter. I heard California recently opened, but I hate to break it for those of you in California. You know, I want to go to Yosemite, but I think I'm going to put that off a year until California gets its head out of its ass with the lockdowns. Which I just read on some article. I don't know if it's true or not because it could be fake news and shit. I just read in some article that they are possibly staying closed till July. I don't know if that's all municipalities or if it's just LA County or what have you. But yeah, they're going to be staying shut down. In the county I'm from in New York, I haven't heard his Cuomo speech today, so I don't know if this is true. But according to their website, we didn't qualify to open up on the 15th. So we have to wait another 7 days to see if our numbers... And you want to know why we didn't qualify? Not enough tests per 1,000. So they need to test more motherfuckers. And they didn't. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you waiting for? We're almost to the river now. It's near train tracks. I love the robot. The robot is cool. So there's supposedly a road over here. It's assuming I don't get killed by this truck. There's supposed to be to make sure I don't get killed by a train. Now the sun's out. Feels good. It's good. So there's a road up here, which hopefully gets me off this main drag, which has been noisy as fuck. I don't know what happened there. I can actually hear myself think. It's interesting. I kind of like this wandering shit. I mean, it's not as cool as nature, but you never know what you're gonna run into around here. And you get to see some of the locals. Hopefully I don't get arrested for wandering in the streets in a pandemic. I think I can cross now. So there's the river, or lake, or river lake. I don't know, I just wanted to walk by water. It's not quite as nature-y as I'd like, but I'll take it. Road's also not very manicured. You know, on the other side so I can see traffic coming. I'm guessing it's polluted, maybe? I mean, why else would there be barbed wire fences around it? I don't even know what it's called. I kind of don't know where I am. I didn't bother to really look. I just followed the arrows until it said you are there. I think I'm gonna go about halfway and then turn around. But it is a little quieter here, which is nice. I don't know, I might change my mind at some point. I might get fed up. But I think I'm gonna work on being a full-time nomad vehicle dweller. The hell's with the sirens? So people are giving me funny looks. What, you never seen a vlogger before holding up a weird stick in the air? Wearing a dopey fucking mic on his fucking thing? Yeah. At least I don't have to move too much to get off the road. So. Why would they rope this off? Is this like public water or something? It's either polluted or it's drinking water for somebody. Those are usually the only times they rope shit off. It's like no trespassing and shit. Essentially, doing this will make me more mobile so that if one state's cracking down too much, I can move to another state. I make money out here, enough money to support this lifestyle. I can take my time off anywhere in the country. Just might take a while to get there, especially when freight is slow like it is. But eventually I should be able to get there, and I get 1 day for every 6 that I'm out here off. So if they take a week or 2 longer, I get 2 extra days. So there's that. So I just got to kind of be patient. You know, this is definitely a job of patience. Oh, there's geeses. Hope they don't fuck me up. Geeses. I just watched a fucking video of geese fucking up some chick. Jumped in the car with her and everything. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's pretty desolate out here now. Should I turn around? Should probably start heading back. This is the most peace and quiet I've had all day. Who puts a barbed wire fence near the water? It's bullshit. It's probably got glyphosate in it, and that's why. That since I've been eating all the glyphosate, probably wouldn't affect me. I could probably go swimming and not die. Might catch the COVID. Wonder how much COVID's out there. So what the fuck do I know anyway? I'm not an expert. So what, you know, you're gonna see me out here doing shit like this and focusing a little bit less on the politics and the lockdowns and all that. I'm still going to talk shit. Every time I encounter stupidity, you're going to hear about it. You know, like today in the truck stop, Illinois, face mask law. Half employees wearing, half not. Charlie's steak fast food thingy open, restaurant closed. The sit-down restaurant, no takeout, none of that. And a clusterfuck. We're talking, it was at least 10 people crowded around. No 6 feet, no masks, trying to get their sandwiches. And I know they weren't all truckers either. You can tell, us truckers have a look about us. You know, that look of we've been eating unhealthy shit too much. Well, yeah. I know I have that look right now. You know, it's just stuff like that. If I just keep dwelling on it while having very little control over doing anything about it, I think I just need to start focusing more on my life and the things I have control over. And that'll kind of probably lower my veins popping out of my skull level going forward. So I'm about to turn around and start walking the other way here. Yeah, let's do that. That's about how many miles we in? We're in probably, that's about 1.5 miles. So this will be a 3-mile hike. Nothing major and shit. So, got my exercise and my peace of mind. I needed it. I do. So, you know, I am going to miss being around my friends and family all the time, you know, but this was going to happen anyway, being back in the truck. Is this a permanent thing? Who knows? As we've all learned, life can change like that, and your entire world can be fucking uprooted and destroyed. But at the very least, what I will accomplish is my Prius will be ready and able to house me. I will have mastered living in a vehicle, although I would have to downsize to move to the Prius. But by then I'll have the power all worked out. I'll have the cooling and the refrigeration all worked out. Bathroom in the Prius is not going to probably work very well. I mean, you can pee in a bottle, but taking a shit in a Prius, See, a truck is really roomy. You just put a couple of bags in the portable fucking luggable loo, or what I call my shit or trash can. You know, you put a couple bags in there, fill it with some paper towels, and do your thing, and then get that shit the hell out of there, and it's like it never happened. Doing that in a Prius, it's not quite as feasible. I know there's people who do it. I've seen them. I've seen them on fucking all the nomadic channels. And it turns out there's a community, and who knows, I might meet some other nomads in the process. Might get to know the RV community a little bit, or maybe the van lifers. Or just other truckers, most likely. Because that is the community I'm most involved with right now, is truckers. So, but I don't know. It's just, I might change my mind. You know, not guaranteed on this path, but my mood improved by about 30% when I started to research doing this, you know. So step 1, South Dakota resident. Step 2, somewhere, this step might actually get accomplished before the residency. I'm planning on getting a Goal Zero Yeti 1000, which is a solar battery system. It lasts a little over a year, and it's about $1,000, $1,300 if you get it with the solar panel, which I probably won't at first. I'll just buy it and get the solar panel later for when I'm in a car or something. But the Prius is a generator on wheels, so I might not ever need a solar panel. You know, I could just charge it with the Prius. As far as using it on the truck, I can just plug it in and charge it while I'm driving. And since I drive so much, it'll be a thing. There might be moments where it's low and I have to just idle the truck to charge it. But there's going to be times when I got to idle the truck to keep the air conditioner going anyway, so I can just charge it then. But it'll be some working out, and I'm going to get that nomadic fridge. That thing's expensive as fuck. It's like fucking $400. I said, as I just say, I'm going to spend $1,000 on power. And it's not even permanent power. It's like, it goes bad after a year or so. You know, them lithium batteries are the best in terms of longevity. But who knows, maybe I'll get 2 years out of it. That'd be nice. It's a lot cheaper than paying the light bill, if that's the case. And those are the big missions, that and finding places that are freedom. You know, our freedom is intact, that are open, that I can go to, and I have a feeling a lot of them are going to be away from cities, you know, away from people. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, I don't know. I'm a social creature too. I like to be around people, and who knows, maybe I'll meet some new friends along the way. I'm sure I'll meet some of you in the process while I'm out here. I'll have to figure out a better way of making that happen. Right now it's kind of pain in the ass to try and meet up with people, especially during lockdown. So it'll probably be post-lockdown that I'll work on that. So that's it for today's vlog / walk and talk. And I don't know, maybe this is something all of you should consider, is what you have control over in your life, or what you can change to regain control that you've lost in your life. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why I'm doing it. It makes me feel like I have power over something in my life. Because if I just sat here and watched the fucking news all day and watch all the people browbeat me because I'm not wearing my fucking mask, and if I just let all that get to me, I feel like I don't have freedom anymore. And that's just not how I operate, you know. I've always chosen, ever since I got out of the military, I've always chosen things that allowed me to be my own boss, to do my own thing. So you know, this is kind of something I need right now. That may change. I may settle somewhere in the end. And I'll always keep visiting New York and spending as little money as possible in New York. Mainly. I'd spend it on friends' businesses. That's about it. As far as Cuomo, he can suck my dick and eat all my balls. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit.